Should you ever blind buy a fragrance? Depends. I buy more niche fragrance, so what I buy I would not recommend. But there are a lot of fragrance houses that make things that are mass appealing. So the blind buy most of the times is very safe, especially when you read the notes. There are some notes that you just know will be a safe blind buy. However, let's talk about my first experience ever doing a blind buy and why I personally will never do a blind buy again.
I smell like heaven. Can you feel it too? Like roses and amber dipped in morning dew. I smell like heaven, and it's all for you. Oh, it's all for you.
So this fragrance comes from the house of Franck Boclet. Boclet. I actually like that house. It's a niche fragrance house. This particular fragrance that I bought comes from their rock and roll collection. And we'll go ahead and grab the package. And they were experimenting with some different things to give you the vibes of like that hardcore rock and roll feel. So this particular fragrance that I bought was called Cocaine. Yes, I did buy it because of the name. Just be honest. The name itself. But before I did make a purchase, I did watch a few reviews on it on YouTube. One of the things that was mentioned in a lot of the videos was, oh, I like the fragrance. I like the fragrance. And I think at that point of my fragrance buying experience, and I was not experienced, I'm looking at guys who are extremely experienced. They're smelling things different than what I'm smelling. When I'm smelling things at this point, because I'm newer to it, I'm more looking for the mass appealing smelling fragrances. So something that you can't go wrong with. It's not going to smell bad. This, I really wish that when they reviewed this, they were a little more honest. I won't say dishonest. Let me change the wording. I wish they were a little more explicit about what you would smell. So there's notes of tuberose in there and a few other white florals, but then at the base you get some caramels. What else do we got in here? Let me grab the... So it's actually not at the base, it's at the top. You get some caramel, some tobacco, some red berries, bitter orange. You hear those and you're like, okay, it's not gonna be too unmasked appealing. And then you get tuberose and lily and orchard. You get that in the mid note. At the base, you got some vanilla and some patchouli. So just reading off the notes, that doesn't sound like it'll be bad. Sounds like it's experimental, sounds like it might be fun, sounds like when you go in the room, you're gonna get noticed because it's not the generic scent trail that you're gonna get. And the concentration is an extrait de parfum, so it's supposed to be strong. However, this is not it. I do want to show packaging. Like, this is the boxing. I think the boxing's pretty slick. It gives you this rock and roll, what is it, the guitar case preparation on the box. I think that's pretty dope. This comes in here real snug. Put on the back. Got all the ingredients and details and whatnot from the fragrance house. And you get to the bottle. I think personally, this is clean, like bottle wise and everything. Here's the problem. This smells like mothballs. And not one time did anybody who discussed this fragrance say it's going to give you mothball feel. The closest I got to that level of honesty was one of the reviewers said it may give you a metallic feel, medicinal feel. In my mind, I'm thinking, okay, this is probably the tuberose. None of that says mothball though. But I do want to because I haven't smelled this in about a year. It's just been sitting in the house. But I do want to, you see, it's a good atomizer, but They're a good fragrance house. And let's go to the smelling. It's not it. It's just not it. So I tried to wear this out, and I was thinking, well, maybe on the dry down, I will get the caramels, the tobacco, the bitter orange, maybe some of the red berries later as I'm wearing this throughout the day. No, it never happened. Never once happened. I smelled like mothballs for the majority of my day. I did occasionally smell the caramel, but it smells old man dirty grandpa. You know, the grandfathers that you go to their house and it might be cats that run the neighborhood, so they got mothballs everywhere. This reminds you of that. And because of so, I've been turned off for a very long time on blind buying anything. This, I wish that I could give it away to somebody. But who wants to smell like mothballs? This is after letting it dry down some, and no, this is mothball. Something else that should be mentioned about this. Suggested retail price was $250. This is why you shouldn't blind buy, because this for $250 smelling like mothballs is insane. Who wants to smell like mothballs for $250? And it's so, I've washed my hand. I washed it good. I scrubbed it. It's an extrait de parfum, so it's still here. Like, it's gonna be here the rest of the day now. That being said, comment down below. Have you ever had the same type of bad luck I had with blind buying a fragrance? Or did you luck out and every time you blind bought, you've been perfectly fine? Will I ever do it again? Maybe. Have I done it? Has it been done in a very long time at this point? I don't suggest it. I will never suggest it. That's all I got. Please, if you ever find yourself in a position where you want to smell a fragrance, look for decants. Go into your local fragrance stores and see if they have the fragrance. If they don't, then buy a decant, get a sample of it. Don't be like me. That's it. That's all. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and tell me, what was your experience ever with blind buying a fragrance? I'm out.